What's up, my lovelies? Lovesick Guide 3 here, and I'm here to talk to you about Destiny, and I'm here with none other than Andrew JRT. Say hi.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Yo.
Yeah.
Hey.
So last week I was in England, which is why I was like ultra quiet, I guess. I was visiting family, and I'm back now, and I thought that with everything sort of Bungie's releasing about the Taken King, blah, 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 I thought we'd have a chat about it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We've got 3 new subclasses coming with the Taken King. We've got the Void Hunter, the Arc Warlock, and the Solar Titan.
Which one are you going to try first?
I'm probably going to try the Hunter one, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I thought you wanted to glide around the map as a warlock.
yeah. That'll be like my second choice. I think the stuff we've seen of the Warlock, like gliding around with their new super, is just hilarious. It makes me laugh so much. I really want to try
They
that.
all look really fun actually, but I think I'll try the hunters first. I just think the hunter will be like all of its cooldowns are really quick. So
Really? Is that when the super's active?
yeah, the super cooldown's really quick, and so are the grenades. So you're just constantly using your abilities.
What do you think is going to be the most popular subclass that people level up first? I'm going to sneeze.
Do it. I think
I think the Hunter and the Warlock are going to be... Actually, no, I think the Titan's going to be the most popular.
it's just all going to be equal. Like, as soon as they release like a ton of game types, it'll make the Crucible a lot more interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
They just need to throw in everything, like gun game.
Sharpshooter.
Yeah, I think they need games that have certain loadouts so that everyone has the same weapon, or like
An exotic game.
Yeah,
type, or like a legendary.
And to be honest, they just need custom games.
Oh, yeah. So with the Taken King, for us Xbox users, we're going to have access to the PS exclusives, such as Hawkmoon, the Monte Carlo, some others I can't remember. I don't really know much about them other than everyone uses Hawkmoon on PS.
Yeah.
So is that going to be something that you're going to try and get?
Yeah.
You're good with hand cannons.
Definitely.
So...
I really like the sort of idea of Hawkmoon.
Okay, moving on to weapons. Bungie have released some weekly updates stating what they're going to do to some powerful weapons. Thorn. So let's discuss those. First of all, the hand cannons. I believe they're taking away 2 bullets from every mag of every hand cannon.
Yeah.
And they're reducing the burn on Thorn. I think the main problem with Thorn and Last Word is the range. I don't own them, but I seem to get shot across the map with Thorn especially.
Yeah, I agree, yes.
I don't believe it's anything really is everything balanced. There's always going to be a certain weapon type or a weapon that comes out on top. So after this nerf, what do you think is going to be the new top weapon that you're going to see? A lot of people have said the Midder. Some people are saying Red Death is going to be the one.
Yeah, I would...
I personally think it's going to be Red Death.
I don't want it to... Yeah, probably Red Death. Because Red Death overall is a very balanced weapon. The damage isn't ridiculously high, and its exotic perks are really sort of help you with
Yeah, I think the reason people don't have a problem with it is because it does take skill to use. And if you do manage to get the hang of it, it's like, well done.
Yeah, I disagree with that because I think Red Death is the easiest to use weapon in the game.
Really?
So yeah, it's like if
I feel it has a learning curve. Okay, we're going to move on to something which I know is going to affect your gameplay, especially.
Okay. Yeah.
Bungie made the very controversial decision to nerf both the Black Hammer and the Icebreaker, which, hasn't really been a popular decision.
Yeah.
And you use Black Hammer a lot in PvE.
Yeah, I do.
And you use Icebreaker a lot in PvP. So this is going to affect you massively.
I'm not sure why they've done that, whether it's to do with PvE or PvP, but for PvP, regenerating ammo, do you know how much slower?
It was 5 seconds. It's going to be 8 seconds.
Yeah,
which is near enough a minute to get a whole mag, which is a long time in Crucible.
Yeah. I just think that's fine, really. It's just like, at the moment, you can sort of run around with the Icebreaker as your primary in the Crucible, and I think maybe they've done that just so that you can't be using the Icebreaker as a primary, basically. So I don't really mind that, because I do find it a bit, with every single other sniper, you have to find your ammo, and you don't get much of it, and you use it up quickly, whereas the Icebreaker, you just have unlimited due to the regen. So this nerf isn't really that big a deal, because you'll still have the ammo regen, and you just have to wait a bit longer. I don't use Black Hammer that much. It would be the boss weapon.
It is.
And just for me, I'm not really bothered about any PvE changes or whether certain guns are overpowered in PvE, because either way, PvE is just it's just something different that you're not versus another player.
Yeah.
And you're going to complete it in the end.
We're going to move on. And I think a lot of people saw this coming. Gjallarhorn.
Aye.
They're reducing the damage of the Wolfpack rounds. I think it's completely justified, to be honest. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people were kind of expecting it eventually. And
Yeah.
I'm going to call it now. The week before Taken King and the changes come out, Xur is going to sell Gjallarhorn. I'm calling it.
Okay, Jane's calling it. It's funny that the Gjallarhorn, Xur sold the Gjallarhorn before, like it was like really
one of the first
really
things he sold, and I remember being like, I'm not gonna waste a
Yeah,
heavy slot with an exotic.
everyone just looked at it and was like, because everyone was like had about 12 strange coins at the time. They
Yeah.
were so rare. It's like, oh my god, strange coins, and it was like, shall we use that on a heavy? Nah. And that's the only time they were ever going to see it.
With Icebreaker, Black Hammer, and Gjallarhorn being nerfed in PvE, what do you think the new sort of boss weapon's going to be? I think Truth might make a comeback. It's a very underrated weapon.
Truth was
I believe.
never a good weapon for PvE though, so it can't make a comeback. It
The
could
only
make
sort of
it
thing
could
that
be
makes it really good is the velocity and the tracking.
yeah. It's entirely.
And it's a whale.
It's entirely. It is a big whale. It's entirely a PvP weapon though.
Okay.
Yeah.
We haven't even covered shotguns.
Okay.
These are like a massive problem at the moment in Crucible, along with
Yeah.
Thorn and Last Word. I don't really have a problem with shotguns. I suppose the range can sometimes be a bit much.
It's like I don't have that big a problem with shotguns because
I think the reason they're nerfing it isn't because they're OP. I think it's to encourage people to use different secondary weapons. You hardly ever see fusion rifles or things
it's
like
true.
that.
It's true. Shotguns range is
They're a very
overpowered, but
easy weapon.
it's not that big a problem for me. I suppose it depends on the player. The people that I find complaining about the shotguns are also the people running in close range with the Suros. I feel like if you're complaining about shotguns, then you're playing the map wrong. No offense.
I feel like the only reason people choose to use these weapons is because others are, and it's the only way they can compete. If one person uses it on the opposite team,
it's true.
Yeah.
In trials, I'll usually enter the first game with a different weapon, won't I? And then
you'll switch.
As soon as we
Lose
as we start getting battered by thorns, I'll switch to the last word or something. But
it's a domino effect.
But yeah, I enjoy using shotguns just as much as I enjoy any weapon. I really enjoy all the weapons.
Okay, I've got two more things I want to talk about.
Okay.
First one is very, very close to my heart. Suros is making a comeback, baby.
Yeah, that one.
That is my favourite weapon, and
yeah.
I cannot wait.
Basically, the Suros like took a nerf, and everyone just stopped using it. Like it was like the most used weapon in the Crucible. It was all
The
you'd
thing is,
see.
it wasn't even that complained about. Nothing compared to the weapons these days.
No, well, since it was like the best weapon, it was when we first saw basically how the Crucible was being sculpted and what it was going to be run by, which was the Suros, and people were like, oh, he's using the Suros, but now that it's so bad that we have such an imbalance, it's like I wish I could go back to that time where the Suros was the best weapon.
The Suros is like so fun, and it's so unique. I love it so much.
We can sort of complain all we want about certain weapons, but the main problem that is just one issue that describes the whole problem with the Crucible for me is the kill time. The kill times are just way too quick. And back when the Suros was the most powerful weapon, it still had a much longer kill time than what cannons do. And yeah, battles lasted longer. And I love the Suros. But I tried the Suros the other day and it was a load of fun. I did quite well with it.
I do sometimes use it just for nostalgia's sake.
Yeah, it's not that bad. You have like loads in the mag.
Do you think after these weapon changes it's gonna make a comeback in the Crucible?
Yeah.
I mean, a fair few people do still use it. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And
I just think the Suros, if all the weapons are balanced, the Suros is just going to be that easy to use weapon, a bit like Red Death. I think the Suros is easier, to be honest, just because you've got
a lot of starting Guardians use it.
Plain.
The last point, everyone has been asking every single Clueless Guardian, are you going to do the Taken King raid? Of course we are.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing that raid and sort of showing you guys how we sort of like the first videos we made were were the best, because that's when we had the most fun.
As a sort of group, we've kind of agreed not to look too much into the spoilers of it. We really want to go into this blind and figure it out for ourselves.
Yeah, I've been telling everyone, just don't look up any tutorials or anything. We want to figure out the whole raid by ourselves.
Yeah.
And we just don't want to rush it. We want to enjoy it, and we want to share that experience with you guys.
So in terms of the Taken King, I am really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really good for my channel. I've got loads of stuff planned. I want to do videos on leveling up each subclass.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to Mayhem. I think I'm really going to enjoy recording that and just getting battered and lots of rage and...
It will be a lot of fun.
My name's Lovesick Guide 3. I've been talking with Andrew Doughty. Thank you for talking with me.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
Pleasure.
Anyway, I'm going to get back to making Crucible videos, which is what I know you guys love. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Take care, buddies.
You talk during my kiss. Mwah. Kiss.
Mwah.